conference that we're at today, are there similar goals between the Energy 2030 conference and the work that the Herb Institute is doing?
Definitely, and that's why we were excited to co-host this event. Energy is critical to the Herb Institute. We've been around for over 20 years now, and energy is one of the areas that we've done the most research and most student work and faculty thought on. And I think this conference is a good example of how we're trying to actually get some of the knowledge and the research and all of the tools are being developed in the university environment out into industry, out into government for implementation. And so this objective of not only developing new information, but improving it with dialogue and then in packaging it in a way that can be implemented by business and government. I think that's directly in alignment with the Herb Institute goals.
Are there, how do you see educators at Herb or graduates sort of continuing to assist in achieving the goals of the conference that we're at today?
Yeah, and it's a really important question. When you said educators, not necessarily teachers. And so for us, at Herb, we're really focused on creating this really deep, rich learning experience for our dual degree MBA and Masters of Science students. And so for us, the education some of it comes in class from instructors and lecturers, the traditional professors. And a lot of the education happens outside of class. And so, for example, we have an executive in residence who is a retired vice president from Whirlpool, who was actually the inspiration behind this very event and organized it and helped convene all the different players from business and government. That's a key part of education. We have students participating today in the audience. We have students sharing some of their project work, as in the video this morning with the project in the city of Ann Arbor. So, for example, bringing an executive in residence into Herb to try to insert the students into the business dialogue that's happening around sustainability. I think also we're really trying to create new opportunities for our students to go out of the classroom and out of the school through their short-term consulting projects, through summer internships. In the last year, we've had students doing project work in China. There's a team right now in Mongolia. There are various teams that are going right next door to Detroit, out in industry together, working with businesses, with government. Again, we see all of that as part of their learning objectives.
That's great. Do you want to talk at all about the university functioning as the neutral convener?
Yeah, and this is a really key point for us, something that we're emphasizing even more going forward. There are a lot of really smart people at this university doing a lot of research, a lot of thinking, producing a lot of new knowledge. And we at Herb talk about being a neutral convener for informed decision-making around business sustainability. And so for us, there are various elements. Neutral means that we're trying to bring different lines of thought together to see different perspectives, sometimes contrarian views around the same issue. But we believe all of that's important information for business decision makers. And as a convener, it means that we have to reach out and bring in from our network business, government, academics. And the informed part of decision making is there are lots of conveners out there. There are lots of organizations and platforms and commissions and institutes. I think one thing that's different about Herb and the University of Michigan is that we bring that information to help inform decision making. So we're not just bringing a methodology, and we're not just bringing a safe environment for discussion. We're also bringing cutting edge scientific data and information to the discussion. And then we're creating an environment and a process for business decision makers to decide hopefully what's best in terms of business sustainability with that information. I've worked in sustainability one way or another for about 25 years in the US, in overseas as well. And the progression I've seen is that, for example, on an issue like energy, companies are starting to exhaust the easy wins. They are taking advantage of energy savings at the company level, reaping the quick wins, and now the bar is being raised for improved energy efficiency. And what I've seen is that the challenge now is for companies, and really within the companies, business leaders, to come together and look beyond individual companies and start to look to the industry level for industry collaborations through industry associations, through nonprofits like the Alliance to Save Energy, to work through educational institutions like URB and the University of Michigan, but to take their thinking up to the next level of industry collaboration. And even among companies that compete, to identify shared sustainability objectives around, for example, energy, and work together to achieve those. And the next step after that then is really policy making and responsible advocacy within the policymaking process for sustainability goals. And I think that can't happen with individual business people talking just to themselves. It really depends on business leaders working with their peer business leaders and other sectors such as nonprofits and government to take this discussion to a public policy level and make really systemic long-term change. And that's a type of change we're trying to promote today here with this conference.